Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Chargers going up against the Conquistadors.
All right, Larry, from the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Mexico City Conquistadors. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make this a second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Spinning past him. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Rivers from the gun on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, 58 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On first down, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only... It's second down. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Third and long, it's locked. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Rivers to throw it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back him up 5. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And now running right through it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 43 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's got it up and through. Barth now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Luck on first down. Flushed out right. Past the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant
that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Rivers, and it's complete. Henry, there he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, 63 yards, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. From the gun on third down, Luck escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Open space inside the 10, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is caught. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Marshawn Lynch heading back out into the huddle. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Rivers now on second down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
That play was blocked so well, it almost felt like a 7-on-7 session with no rush at all. Quarterback was able to stay in the pocket, scan the field, go through his progressions, and find the open receiver for a touchdown.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 1st and 10, Locke. Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked. Defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, it's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down throw, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. Cordero Patterson, the 30, 10, 5, and it's a touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 95 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He's got his man in the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't it?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now Gordon on first down, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Rivers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing, Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there.
Here's Drew Butler now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll turn to the power game, and Ola Waller And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And he motions the wide receiver. On the give, this is Lynch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now they try the right side here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. And we see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now a give left side, Lynch. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is indeed good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have
a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.